Indian invasions, conflicts, and border disputes. Invasions. 1947, Indian invasion of Junagadh and Manavada. 1948, Indian invasion of Hyderabad. 1954, Indian annexation of Dadra and Nagar Haveli. 1954, Indian annexation of Pondicherry. 1961, Indian annexation of the Portuguese enclaves of Daman and Diu. 1961, Indian invasion of Goa. 1962, Indian intervention in the Bhutanese Civil War. 1965, Indian intervention in the Nepal-China War. 1975, Indian invasion of Sikkim. 1987-1990, Indian intervention in the Sri Lanka Civil War. 1988, Indian intervention in the Maldives. 1996-2006, Indian intervention in the Nepalese Civil War. Conflicts. 1947-1948, Indo-Pakistani War of 1947. 1962, Sino-Indian War. 1965, Indo-Pakistani War of 1965. 1971, Indo-Pakistani War of 1971. 1971, Bangladesh Liberation War. 1983-2009, Sri Lanka Civil War. 1990-2003, Bhutanese Civil War. 1996-2006, Nepalese Civil War. 1989-present, insurgency in Jammu and Kashmir. 1964-present, insurgency in Northeast India. 1967-present, Naxalite Maoist insurgency. Border disputes. India-Pakistan border dispute over Kashmir ongoing. India-China border dispute ongoing. India-Nepal border dispute resolved in 1950. India-Afghanistan border dispute resolved in 1950. India-Bangladesh border dispute mostly resolved in 1974, with some minor disputes remaining. India-Myanmar border dispute mostly resolved in 2018, with some minor disputes remaining. India-Bhutan border dispute resolved in 2007. India-Sri Lanka maritime border dispute ongoing. India-Maldives maritime border dispute resolved in 2010. India-Indonesia maritime border dispute resolved in 2011. India-Bangladesh maritime border dispute resolved in 2014. India-Thailand maritime border dispute resolved in 2019. It is important to note that this list is still not exhaustive, and there are many other smaller invasions, conflicts, and border disputes that have occurred throughout Indian history. It is also important to note that there is often debate about whether or not certain events should be considered invasions or conflicts. For example, some people argue that the Indian annexation of Goa was not an invasion because it was a Portuguese colony and not a sovereign state. Others argue that the annexation of Goa was an invasion because it was carried out without the consent of the Goan people.